Well, hey, Minorcan Navy, here we are, St. Simons, giving you another hurricane report. Mid-afternoon, it's about 3:30 local time, and we're really starting to get some significant gusts. They're starting to hit the area. I've been calling the airport to get the automated weather, and just tried to get the wind so I could get the wind speed and gusts for you guys, but apparently it has been rendered inoperable. The wind information is now missing from that broadcast, which tells me that something has happened to the equipment out on the airfield that picks up that information and relays it. So I can tell you that I would not be surprised if we weren't seeing 50, possibly 60 mile an hour gusts outside right now. You could just, when you drive under the oak trees, these live oak trees, they're just bending and snapping back, and it's just really kind of crazy. Heck, I got Derek here calling me on the phone. Let's take a call from Derek here. Derek, you're part of my YouTube recording. How's it going up in Charleston, buddy?
We're getting a little bit of bands in and out right now, but not too bad right now. I just drove over the Cooper River, the Arthur Avenel Bridge there. So I mean, that bridge, when it gets gnarly, they'll shut the bridge down, but it's still open right now.
Yeah, I just went out. I had to go out and take a look at a tree that was kind of hung up over the road that I'd been called about, and I went over to take a look at it. And in that course of going out, I saw 5 other trees that are down, 2 houses that have trees on them. And I'm actually on the Jenny now. Generator's up and running here. We've lost power, and
really?
Yeah. So we're just we're kind of in a holding mode here. Of course, nothing can be done in this kind of wind. There's more stuff falling out of the trees, and the biggest problem seems to be, these smaller branches will break and they kind of hang up in the trees, and then the wind gust comes along, and anybody that's unsuspecting, you could just get nailed with those things. So we're not doing any work, but just we went out to assess a little bit, and I quickly came back in. I just felt it was too dangerous to be out, even in just in the truck riding around. I didn't like it, and I got to tell you, man, I saw a couple people out on bicycles, and I was frightened for those people.
Did they have a theme song going? Did it sound like dun, 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 dun?
I really don't understand people sometimes, but this is probably they're expecting from 4 to about 6 o'clock to be the worst part of it for us, and it's kind of starting to show up here. And multiple talking with some of the guys involved with the Public Works Department here that I coordinate with. They've got quite a list that's being generated of the things that are going to require service starting tomorrow. So hopefully at daybreak tomorrow we'll get up and start getting what we can get. There's always a danger. Power lines are down, and we don't engage any of those until we have a power company representative on site
for sure.
Verify that's safe for us to work. And then we'll get it cleaned up so they can get their trucks in and then start doing what they got to do.
Yeah. What's winds looking like? I mean, what speeds are you seeing?
I'm thinking, I just told everybody, I've been calling the airport to get the automated weather service from there. And this last time I called, the wind data is no longer available. So that tells me that the equipment has been damaged out on the airfield. But I'm saying right now we're seeing 50 to 60 mile an hour gust here right now.
Yeah.
And it's coming your way, brother.
They're like, for us, they're saying we should be seeing, the winds and stuff here in the next couple hours, I think. I think they're saying the eye for us isn't until like somewhere between 8 and 10 right now, I think is what they're forecasting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be after dark before it gets up there to you guys.
Mm-hmm. And then I mean, but by like 8 a.m., it's supposed to be Wrightsville Beach, Wilmington area, I think, right?
It's really accelerating. It's picking up speed, and moving off, which is a good thing. The less time it lingers over the area, the less damage
Yeah,
it's
the
going to
left damage
do.
does, for sure.
But it's been accelerating, since yesterday. When it started at that run up the Gulf, it really started to pick up speed. I think last time I saw it was moving 22 miles an hour.
Yeah, like once it left the Havana area, it hung out in Havana for a little bit, and then it got moving.
So hopefully it'll get on out of there for you guys. And you guys don't need, you guys are like us. You got the oak trees. Your geography and area is
Yeah.
very similar to what we have here. And you get a little
Yeah,
bit of you get a little bit of rain that kind of loosens the soil up a little bit, and then along comes the wind, and you have the trees impacting the power lines and everything else, and it causes a great deal of issues. So hopefully.
Yeah, and that's, like you said, I mean, we started seeing rain yesterday, so it's not too long a saturation, but you're right. That's what you got to worry about, is as long as it gets that ground nice and soggy. Some of those oaks like to get a little tipsy. But yeah, because I was out on sales calls today, so I already saw some, like you said, I saw some tree debris and a couple of smaller limbs already out on the road.
Yeah, the island right now, just a short little jaunt I made it. The roads are covered with small debris from the trees, and just blowing back and forth across the road. It's just really covered. It's a mess, and it's going to take a few days to clean it up. But I'm sure we're in no ways the kind of condition that the folks that are over in that Big Bend area, Steenhatchee, Jenna,
Yeah,
coming up to Perry.
She's still a one, or is she downgraded to a tropical storm yet? Yeah.
I certainly hope so. Well, brother, you keep your head down there and be careful, and I'll check back with you after a little while.
Yeah, keep that Jenny filled up.
Yep,
Sure.
yep. All right, man. We'll talk to you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Wow, how something I was totally not expecting to get a call from Derek checking in with us. It sounds like his area is they're getting ready to get what they're going to be issued here. I hope that they come through just fine and dandy. But some images of what was going on here today, this afternoon on the little John out. You can see these big oak trees that are down, and some of this stuff has impacted some structures, and I haven't heard of any injuries, but we're still in the thing, and hopefully we get out of this without too much damage. Well, that's the report for now. Hey, thanks for joining us, and hey, you guys be safe out there.